a difference. Hello, welcome back to Manitoulin and Off Grid. We have been busy working on finishing off the front deck, or the enclosed front porch. We just have cedar, same as we have on the ceiling, and we are making it pretty.
We're keeping it bug-free.
And hopefully bug-free.
A little snug, but it is very damp out, so.
Oh yeah, we've had rain for a couple days now, so keeping everything nice and tight so that when it dries up and shrinks.
This whole board is light, isn't it?
Yeah, we should have mixed them up a little bit, but 4 in a row like that.
It's the whole board.
It's terrible.
It'll only bother you.
I know it will only bother me.
I'll put a chair here and then you won't see it.
Exactly gonna need to. Because that is unacceptable. That is so...
That's nice.
It's a pretty board, but it sure doesn't, even if we just switched 2 of them around, it would have been. But anyway.
Arrows.
Got the tank in it and everything, so it's like good and heavy. We just need real spring already. Jeepers. Same?
Yeah, 28.78.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's what I did. I did that over 3 boards.
Looks good.
This is the top. We're going to do that next. That's what the bottom looked like beforehand. So, we're going to do the same thing that we did down there. I ordered this from Amazon, and Purelator just delivers to Ward's General Stores. It's a local store that we shop at. This hose is awful. Like, it is so stiff. Even when it's warm, it's like it is the worst hard plastic kind of hose. So I wanted a new hose for on here since I bought this compressor, which I actually picked up at a yard sale. So that was fantastic. I got a great deal on this thing. So, and it comes with the ends on it, and I think they're the right ones. So I've disconnected the old one already. Oh, nice. So the difference in these 2 hoses is night and day. Like, this hose is so much softer. Of course, well, it's all wound up still, but I mean, you can even see the difference just in this little bit. Maybe I should have gotten a 25-foot hose instead of the 50. But just the difference in the hose itself, like you can see This one is like stuck and curled up, and this one is just loose and free. And yeah, this is going to be absolutely fantastic having this new hose. I love it.
Right, I guess.
I don't remember which way they were laying now. Oh, crying out loud.
What do you want?
We need to have this way. This is so confusing sometimes. Right? Sloped. Yeah, sloped down. Tongue on the outside. Sure. Yeah. Okay. How to get back into this again? I forget how we were doing it yesterday.
20.5 small.
$18 3/4.
Ooh.
Too long?
No, it's not too long.
Oh, too short. All kinds of strangers driving our road. It's not even tourist season.
Well, the fair did start.
Oh yeah, that's true.
$17 7/8. The next one has to be like 3.5 inches by 1 3/4.
Yep, I'm done. Now, we get to clean everything up. Going back from the shop, that's going in the house.
Did we sneak in when we were looking for a battery?
Oh, that could be. Everything's done at the top. Everything's done at the bottom. I'll take you outside. I'm sure that we're still gonna get a bunch of bugs in here, but it can't be near as bad as it has been, even underneath, because they can come up through the bottom of the deck boards. So we just put screening here. It's attached down here and up at the top. Aluminum screen that's black so that it's not as noticeable. And then along the outside on this side we just put up this to keep other bugs and critters out of there. Not that it's not perfect by any means. We're not going to pretend it is, but it's definitely going to be fantastic in blackfly season when we can actually sit outside, at least for, for however long we want to, really, and not get eaten alive. And poor Cutter, he'll think it's the best thing ever too, that he can stay outside but still get away from the bugs, because he's terrified of bugs. We are in the greenhouse this morning and the sun is out in full force, so the plants, and especially the peppers, are absolutely just loving this weather. But just to help sturdy up our plants, because they're a little bit leggy. There's one of my tall peppers. It's a little taller than you like it to be, but to make them a little bit sturdier, we have a fan blowing over the plants to help them toughen up a little bit. It's an interesting setup that Jeff has made here for us, and it's so simple. So we're starting with a solar panel we just have propped up against the glass, and it runs a cord all the way down to this, which is just a radiator fan out of a car. I forget what kind of car. I don't know. It's a radiator fan that obviously inside your car runs off the battery. So it's kind of essentially the same thing, except we're running it directly off the solar panel, and when the sun goes away, the fan turns off, or when the sun gets more intense, the fan goes up higher. It's very cool and it's very simple, and I really don't have to give it a second thought because it shuts itself off when the sun goes away, turns itself on when the sun comes out. So it's absolutely fantastic. We still got a couple weeks before we can put anything out in the garden. These, I don't know if they're gonna make it out there, but they're pretty small at this point, but they are growing pretty fast. The peppers are doing absolutely fantastic. Onions, oh my goodness, my onions are not doing well. They've a lot of them had died in the pots. And then my little teeny tiny celery, they haven't done much. They've just kind of came up and they've just kind of been sitting there. But like I said, the package said 30 days to be able to plant them out, and these been here about maybe 15 days. So we got another 2 weeks, so hopefully they're good. But what I want to do now is head out to the garden itself and start getting some lettuce seed in the ground. It is extremely frost tolerant, so having it out there right now will be no problem at all. Here, and then down this way. So we've got some iceberg, some mesclun mix, and some romaine. Or how do I want to do this? I'm going to do, this is difficult to decide, because the mesclun mix, you just use it as leaf lettuce, right? And you just pull the leaves off as a general rule. But the romaine and the iceberg, you want that to develop into heads. So I think what I might do, I'll do one section with the mesclun mix, and then I'll just do this section individual seeds so that they can grow into heads, like half romaine, half iceberg. Just kind of spread out in a little bit of a grid pattern here. I'll just take this shovel and bury them in their little trench. Okay, so make our grid a little easier to see. All right. So we're going to do the iceberg first. Do that many, and then do that. And then here. Romaine lettuce seeds look like. That is the romaine lettuce seed. Looks pretty much identical. Weirdly, licking my finger getting a bunch of seeds to stick to my finger and just rubbing them off into where I want them to be. I think we've got it all. Yeah, I think we're good. And then these are just gonna grow up a little bit bigger, hopefully into heads, and then we could start harvesting them that way. It is an absolutely fantastic May day today, and it's time to really start getting serious about the garden. And yeah, it's time to redirect our eaves troughs so that it will fill the tank. I do this every year, so it's something easy for me to do now. Oh, don't lose the screws. This one was made to fit into the tank. So we need to direct it into the tank. I just have a hole cut in the plastic. But get this directed into there like that. And my overflow, which is just this, it goes down, it goes here, attaches to this. This just helps it so it doesn't wash out all the stone and the gravel. Okay, Teflon tape. And always roll it on the same way that your threads go when you thread something on. Whoa, Nelly. Make sure that is closed. Open, closed. Did this last time. Forgot to close this valve. Went out to go water my garden for the first time when I was planting. I didn't have any water because I forgot to close this valve. Now we've got this hooked up to the main rubber hose that goes underground. Goes underground from there. Makes its way down through here, under the driveway here. And comes out right there. Just coiled up right here, and that reaches everywhere in my garden. Okay. Ignore my messy shop. I am in the process of making a screen for the enclosed porch. A few years back, we put up a plexiglass window along the north side just to prevent wind in the wintertime because we love to barbecue all year long. So we just wanted something to block the wind but not block the view. So I built big plexiglass windows that we could take out and put in whenever we wanted to. And now that we've enclosed the porch, we want a little bit more airflow through there. So I'm replacing one of the plexiglass pieces with a screen, and I'm just finishing up the frame. But what I've done is simply done a lap joint on my table saw and then put in a couple of dowel pins to secure it forever. this again for the second time since I bought it. And I want to just do a rabbit all the way around. Now, I just need to square up the corners. With my not sharp enough chisel. Now, the screen. This is black aluminum screen.
Are you gonna double it? Can you go through it like
Can we
that?
go?
Here, do it with a board or something. We're no experts here.
We are not.
Yes.
An aluminum screen. Never used it before, really, so it's our first time. And it is very different than regular screen. Let's go see if it fits. It should fit. It's exactly the same as the other one. So. Let's go. Jeff is so much taller than I. He has much better luck doing this stuff. Slide it into the groove. So, it's in there. That's the whole idea of black screen, right? Yeah, Jeff just said he couldn't see it, that it was in there, so. We might have to do some tweaking later, but that's gonna work. All right, I think that's it for the day. We kind of been just rambling around here, doing this and that, and getting some stuff done before the black flies come. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.